book lovers, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rebecca, and today we are looking at my December TBR, which is subject to change because I'm really bad at keeping up with TBRs, but I would like to give it a try. I only need to read 2 more books this year to actually complete my goal of 30 books. So that's pretty exciting, but I've got 4 books on this list that I want to go over. So the first one is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. And the way I'm going to structure this is I'm going to tell you the book, I'm going to read you the synopsis, and I'm going to tell you why I picked it. So the synopsis is, Ebenezer Scrooge has no time for the poor or the wretched, and it's bar humbug to anyone who wishes him a Merry Christmas. But when he turns in for the night one cold, fateful Christmas Eve, his past, present, and future converge. 3 haunting guests are about to show him that the time has come to change his miserly ways before it's too late. Discover the everlasting spirit of the holiday season in Charles Dickens' cherished story of hope, joy, empathy, and love. Now, the reason I chose this one should be pretty obvious, I think. It's coming up to Christmas. I have never read A Christmas Carol before. I've seen a few adaptations, the Muppets adaptation, for example, and also the Disney one with Scrooge McDuck. I feel like I've talked about this before. Anyway, so I thought this might be a good opportunity to actually read this coming up to Christmas. So I'm probably going to read this closer to Christmas, but sometime in December I will definitely be reading this one. The next book on my list for this month is Traitor's Blade by Sebastian de Castell. So the synopsis is, the Greatcoats, legendary heroes, arbiters of justice, or notorious traitors. The Greatcoats are travelling magistrates bringing justice to all, or at least they were before they watched the dukes impale their king's head on a spike. Now the land's heroes are reviled as traitors, their greatcoats in tatters. Fazio, Kest, and Brasti have been reduced to working as mercenaries, but when they find their employer dead, and are forced to watch as the killer plants evidence framing them for the murder, they realize things are about to get even worse. For the royal conspiracy that began with overthrowing an idealistic young king is spreading to Reggio, the most corrupt city in the land, and the life of a young girl hangs in the balance. When every noble is a tyrant and every knight is a thug, the only thing you can really trust is a traitor's blade. Sorry, I had a really hard time reading that for some reason. So this one is by Sebastian de Castell, and that's actually the reason it's on my list. I absolutely love Sebastian de Castell's young adult fantasy. The Spellslinger series. I mean, as you can see, I've got it as a feature book on my bookshelf. And I wanted to give more of his books a try. And the Greatcoats series is an adult swashbuckling kind of fantasy, and it sounded really cool, so I thought I'd give that a try. Now, the third book on my December TBR is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. The synopsis. The dream chooses the dreamer. Since he was 5 years old, Laszlo Strange has been obsessed with the mythic lost city of Weep, but it would take someone bolder than he to go in search of it. Then a stunning opportunity presents itself, in the person of a hero called the Godslayer, and a band of legendary warriors, and he has to seize his chance or lose his dream forever. What happened in Weep to cut it off from the world? What did the Godslayer slay that went by the name of God? And what is the mysterious problem he now seeks help in solving? The answers await in Weep, but so do many more mysteries, including the blue-skinned goddess who visits Laszlo's dreams. So, the main reason this is on my list this month is because I found this on sale a few days ago for $5, so I thought I'd buy it and see what all the fuss is about, because everyone's been talking about it, and I'm pretty sure the sequel came out recently, so I think now is a good opportunity to read it, and hopefully I'll really enjoy it. I don't actually read a lot of what you call popular books at any given time. I've read popular books, but generally not when they're super popular, so it'll be exciting to actually read this one while it's still really current and see if I enjoy it as well, and maybe be able to converse with people about it. Now, the last book on my TBR is actually one I've got physically. I've had it for years. And that is The Princess Bride by William Goldman. Beautiful flaxen-haired Buttercup has fallen for Westley, the farm boy, and when he departs to make his fortune, she vows never to love another. When she hears that his ship has been captured by the dread pirate Roberts, who never leaves survivors, her heart is broken. But her charms draw the attention of the relentless Prince Humperdinck, who wants a wife and will go to any lengths to have Buttercup. So starts a fairy tale like no other, of fencing, fighting, torture, poison, true love, hate, revenge, giants, hunters, bad men, good men, beautifulest ladies, snakes, spiders, beasts, chaos, chases, escapes, lies, truths, passion, and miracles. So the reason this is on my TBR, and has been for a really long time, is because I absolutely love the movie version of The Princess Bride. It is, aside from Disney movies and Marvel movies, it is my favorite movie. And I've had the book for a very long time and I've never read it. So now is as good a time as any to actually finally read this and see if I like the book as much as I like the movie. So yeah, that is my December TBR. What are you guys planning on reading in December? Are you going to be reading Christmassy books? Are you going to be avoiding Christmas books with a fiery passion? Do you have any reading plans? Let me know, and like, comment, and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more. I will see you on Monday with my next reading vlog. Bye.